congratulate 400 exhibitors. I know how hard it is to create a job, to meet a payroll. I'm the only candidate that has that experience. I've run a multi-million-dollar corporation before I got into politics. From 1999 to approximately 2005, I've always been active in deco labels and tags. I was in the private sector for 10 years, and I've got elected to Etobicoke North as a city councillor for the last 10 years. The first part of my platform I'd like to introduce to you is reducing council from 44 members to 22 members. For the simple reason, we have 22 MPs, 22 MPPs. We do not need 44 councillors. We can run a tight ship, we can run an effective city with 22 all-star councillors. That will save the environment a tremendous amount. Less 22 reports of paper, 22 less binders, 22 less options to clean. On the surface, it will save approximately $20 million, but it could save up to $100 million. I want to tell you a little bit about my environmental experience. I'm the only mayoral candidate that has sat on the Toronto Regional Conservation Authority for 8 years. Out of 30 members of our authority, I was chosen to sit on the executive committee for 7 of those 8 years. I was chosen to sit on the Business Excellence Awards, and you get paid $100 for each meeting. It's called a per diem meeting. I donated, in 8 years, $8,000 back to the Toronto Regional Conservation Authority. The role of the Conservation Authority was to oversee the watersheds in Ontario, to preserve the wildlife. Downsview Park called me up and said, we're having a huge project, we're really short on funding. I personally dug into my own pocket and donated $1,000 to Downsview Park to save the environment. The Canadian Wildlife Foundation came knocking on my door when they heard about that, said, Rob, we need some help. I've been very fortunate to be able to donate hundreds of dollars to the Wildlife Foundation. Save the Dawn. Save the Dawn came to me, cleaning up the Humber River. As you know, in Etobicoke, no one would ever think we have salmon coming up the Humber River. For the last 10 years, from 2000 to 2010, we have salmon now swimming up the Humber River. Thanks to my hard work of cleaning up the Humber River. With the volunteers, the high school students that I coach football, the Don Bosco and Rexdale. There was a first anniversary, Partners in Green, which is about getting people and businesses around the airport to use green energy. We just celebrated our first anniversary. This is something we must do to have sustainable energy. I also want to bring to your attention, every single weekend in the last 4 weeks, I've been up in Ward 42. I was there this morning on the Environment Day, out in Scarborough. Last week I was in High Park in Ward 14 in Councillor Pertz's area for his Environment Day. We actually had 2. I split myself up in York Southwestern. Francis Anziata had an Environment Day. I was there. Ward 15, 3 weeks ago, Howard Moscow. I was there. Before that, Glenda Meremaker in Ward 38 had an Environment Day. I was there. 4 weeks ago, when I put my name in the race, I went up to John Fillion's Environment Day. I was there. I'm the only mayoral candidate that has shown up to every single Environment Day event. When it comes to the environment, I'm serious. Like I said, I put in 10 years, from 1991 to 1999 in the private sector. I love helping people out. The last 10 years, I've spent the last 10 years going from coast to coast across the city, helping everybody out. I continue to do that. Thank you very much.